Hey travelers, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I'm your Cosmic Gaming 1252.
It's up to
So
me to decide who I want to be.
let's get back to into our second part of our team composition guide. Today we're gonna look into with the Geo team characters. So yeah, this is a very unique element in the entire Genshin community. So let's we're gonna discuss a little bit about and we go with the team composition in the fourth section. So today's video has been divided into 5 parts. We're going to look into the geo characters. First, we're going to be our geo character strength. Where does the character strength relies? We're going to check it out that. Second part will be our elemental resonance with the geo characters. What gun we're gonna get. And third part will be like our reaction. What are the reaction we're gonna get from the geo characters? And fourth section we're gonna discuss about their team composition. This is the most important part section, guys. If you wanna skip the entire video, go to the fourth section. We're gonna later discuss. And the fifth will be the another important section where we're gonna discuss about their flexibility and adaptation with the team composition. So this fourth and fifth section are the most important in this video, guys. If you wanna skip the earlier part, you can go on. But I will recommend to full entirely watch the entire video. So let's dive into the first section, the strength of the geo characters. Most probably the geo characters you might have known. Whenever the geo characters comes into your mind, two things always comes to your mind, right? First is of course our daddy boy Zhongli, and without a doubt, most of you guys have him. So geo characters mostly strengths are in two things. That is, they are tank characters or either shielding characters. They are either shielding or other tank characters. And second, they are consistent DPS character. They doesn't rely on any other characters to get their most output. They are on their own. So it doesn't need for much of an investment when building a geo character. And further, another thing we can say is there are few geo characters who also act as the supporting characters, like Ningguang, like Yunjin, Goro. Currently, Zilonen is there, and we're gonna not take the characters which is being released after 5.0. We will discuss this part after the entire completion of the 5.0. Okay. Of course, the video will be updated after version 5.0. 5.x will be ended. So now let's go with our second section. Okay. Of course, we're going to discuss this. What are the entire characters specification in the team composition? So wait a sec. So now second part, elemental resonance. There is nothing much to talk about here.
If you
Just
earn the
the
right
geo
to feel
elemental
good like
resonance,
this,
and
then
you
no one
guys
can
can
piss them off.
skip this entire part, elemental resonance, because I already discussed about the elemental resonance in my first part. So go and check it out there. And of course, elemental resonance for geo characters most probably they give the entirely increase your shield strength and little bit of a defense. That is
Oh, isn't that
overall
some wonderful
your
place to
shielding
be?
and tanking is increased. That's all from the geo resonance. And let's go for the third part. Third part is the elemental reactions. Does geo characters do any elemental reaction? Most probably there is no elemental reaction for geo characters, but there is only one particular reaction for geo characters, that is elemental resonance. It sounds kind of bad, but it is still okay, not bad. Okay, geo elemental resonance, but there are certain characters which can boost from using crystallization reaction. Crystallization reaction can boost the. Currently, there is only one character which gets boost on that. That is Navia. So if you don't have Navia, then go on build all of your geo characters with zero elemental mastery, just like my Zhongli
Osmanthus
with zero
wine
elemental
tastes the
mastery.
same as I remember.
Zero elemental mastery, guys. Zero. It doesn't mean if you
Those
have
who
zero elemental
say
mastery doesn't
only.
mean that your Zhongli or your Geo characters will not create crystal. They will create crystal. Their crystal strength will not be as that good. It means if my Zhongli creates a crystal, it doesn't have a shielding ability of like it might have a base shielding ability, but does not have an increased on that boost. So that's all on the elemental reaction side. And now let's go dive into the fourth section, that is the most important one, that is team composition. Does geo characters
Osmanthus
depend on
wine
team
tastes the
composition? That
same
is
as
one
I
of the things.
remember.
If I have to specifically say, yeah,
But where are
geo characters
those who
does depend on
share memory?
team composition. Most probably there are out of way that most probably the common way of using geo characters, they are always been always been seen to like mono geo team composition, but after version 4.0 releasing of Navia and Zilonen currently, the geo team composition characters meta has been slightly shifted to the more team mixed match compositions right now. So it is kind of unique now, right? Okay, you guys can go with. And now we're going to discuss about the first section. We have just I slightly skipped about the characters, criteria, and the talents, everything, right? So we're going to discuss in this one. Okay, now let's go with S. That's because main one of the main DPS. Let's go. Aratiki Hito is one of the favorite DPS characters initial game. So it is my overall build 78 to 175, nearly almost 1 is to 5. 1 is to, sorry, 1 is to 2 crit ratio to crit damage. That is our build it. So of course, you can go with his signature weapon. I think that is Red Horn. I don't know what his weapon's signature weapon's name is. So of course that is all. And first, check out elemental talents. So talents you can go with the first, of course, is elemental burst and then elemental skill. I think both elemental burst and elemental skill are equal for him. Then you can go with the normal attack. If you want to go for artifact set, I preferably say there are two artifact sets you can go with actually for him. One is the Husk of Opulent Dreams, of course, that without a 4 piece of Husk of Opulent Dreams. And second one, it might be a surprise for you guys. You can go with the 4 piece Gladiator, or you can also mix match them. But the most you can see the entire community is running 91% of the entire community running the 4 piece of Opulent Dream. And most probably it runs on defense since most of the Geo characters depend on defense stats. So you can stack them with defense. They give lot of damage. So you can see my build is pretty much very dupe. It does not have anything ultra unique to have with him, but still he is as a pretty decent overall stat, right? So you can go with that. So let's go with the support character. Support character same. It doesn't change. For Geo characters, it's almost like there is nothing a change. They are mostly depend on DPS, on mostly on defense. Sorry, mostly on defense. So, but there are few characters which are totally depend on something else. Like if you want to go with Navia, Navia depends on attack. Navia depends on attack rather than defense as a usual thing for Geo characters. And if you go with Chiori, Chiori depends on both attack and defense. Okay, she depends on both attack and defense. You can see her elemental talents, that is elemental skill, elemental burst. She scales both on attack and defense. You can stack with both attack and defense for her, and doesn't matter you need a crit rate or crit damage high as I have. You can go with this simple build. And if you go with Zhongli, just stack with him HP, doesn't matter what. If you
Awesome.
have anything super shield 5-star HP weapons, you can go with that also. That is great choice. But there is an exception among all these characters, that is Yunjin. Yunjin scales both in defense and HP. Okay, her HP gives shielding, and her defense gives your boost in your elemental overall party members. What say, you can skill increase, damage increase. You can say simply. Okay, but as shielding absorption is there for basic HP, but I recommend using her as an support character, not as a shielding character. It is worthwhile because if you build a character as a defense, she also acts as a tanking character. So it doesn't matter if you run as much as HP as possible. But there are characters you need a specific talents. If you go with Ningguang doesn't seems to have that much a problem with it. She's a very easy to build, doesn't criteria much. I didn't build. Does Ningguang have to go with defense? No, it doesn't require. You doesn't need to build Ningguang as per as defense. You can build as simple as build possible, like 60 crit rate to 150 crit damage, like something like that, and having enough energy recharge, like 150, 160 energy recharge. You can get around like that almost very easily. So that's all from the elemental side. And we gonna by the end of video, I will show you one team composition which can go with. We will show you mono geo team composition. You guys can try it out with your own. Now with the fifth section, we're gonna enter with the flexibility and adaptation. Does geo characters is flexible with other characters like other elemental characters or not? If I want to specifically say, geo characters does not fit in team composition where an anemo DPS or and Dendro DPS is there. But doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you cannot add a geo character in this team composition. You can add characters like Yunjin for boosting your attack and speed overall, and you can also add Zhongli for non-interruption during your DPS or on fight. Okay, this is can we go with, and also you can go with Goro to boost your entire Geo character's overall output damage. It depends, so it slightly depends, but most uniquely, Geo character does not have such a vast variety of elemental reaction with Dendro and Anemo characters. So I recommend, if you are running an Anemo DPS or a Dendro DPS, don't run a Geo character which does not give an overall buff to your entire team composition. So don't run with that. This is my one of the flexibility and adaptation criteria I would love to share with. And yeah, that is a team. If I want to, if you guys want to check it out, if you want to run any team composition which can, you can go with this team composition where Ganyu is there. You can simply switch this team composition where Zhongli is
Let's
there,
get this show on the road.
Yunjin also. Of course, Yunjin, I don't preferably you go for Yunjin, but she usually increase your attack and speed movement, so it is kind of useful. But you can go with Zhongli because both characters are
The whole
usually
wood
interrupted by
begins.
enemies. So this is one of a fact. So you can go with. But I said you can either use for not use no don't use for Dendro or and any more characters. If you want to see, I have a Dendro character. Where is my Aletham? Where is my? You can see I have built my Aletham, but I did not use Zhongli because it will be not helpful as much as it can be. So don't use Zhongli with Aletham. But if you have problem dodging the enemy's attack, or your characters getting your HP lowered all the time, you can go with Zhongli or any heavy healer you can go with. Okay, so that's all. So now the team composition I'm gonna go with is not this one. Okay, let's switch. Yeah, of course we're gonna switch here. We are not gonna stick with this one.
I'll take the lead today.
So where is Penny?
Gonna be
Here it
epic.
is. And thus we need Zhongli. Most probably you can say you can go with Zhongli, but I will recommend you can go with Goro or you can go with Yunjin. I will go with Goro.
Ready and waiting.
Actually, I can ascend my Goro to the maximum, but the problem is this one. I'm little bit lazy to farm all those things. Okay, I think weapon needs to be okay. Weapon not bad, but I think this is not a great choice of weapon. Where is 7 is Warbo? Here it is. Yep, I think this is okay. Let's go. Wait a sec. Does he even have this artifact set on? Okay, not bad. Okay, let's go. This is our build. Where are we going? Here it is. So, yep, let's go. Oh my god, we doesn't have our elemental burst also ready.
Charge! Fall in!
Go into the suspended
Now's your time.
state, man. Go, boy.
Let's light it up.
Go on.
Off we go.
He's not going to suspended state. Shall we go with? Will he go or not, man?
Off we go.
Okay, he says he won't go. So anyway, let's go.
Silver
We will deal
Santa.
with him right away.
Press the advantage!
Everybody stand back. Scatter.
What the fuck? You you went later on. Okay. Anyways,
Advance!
shit.
Let's light it up. Ow. Coming at ya.
Wait, what? No damage? Wait a sec. Okay, I simply forgot. I simply forgot something. Why my Navia is not even dealing a crit? The reason is her weapon, man. I will show you. Why the hell she is doing? Okay. Anyways, we have a burst study, so we'll go as soon as possible and just showcase the output that is we're gonna get. Mhm.
Adventure time. I'm going in.
Rally! Charge!
Attack! That's the way. Delicate as silk. Let's go, tomato. Hiya! Coming at ya.
Not bad, but it is not still a crit. And that's all, guys. You can build your own team composition now with your characters. So, if you guys new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you loved the video and watched till the end, so please be sure to give a comment and like the video and share with your Genshin geeks. And also turn on the notification for further update, guys. And as I promised, if you are watched till the end the video, this surprise I'm gonna show you. Just a little bit more wait. We're gonna go enter into the our polling section where we can see. Just wait a sec. Okay, here it is, guys. Let's go. Only geo characters cannot classify on this team composition. Of course,
I do
our
love some Rosula's
geo dendro characters, they are
Mind if I
geo
move
character
closer?
geo mains.
Have you
So let's
noticed how
go.
it's shaped like a heart?
Lumin and Ether, they are not much of a KSI, but I will say they are kinda DPS, sub DPS, not a DPS character, but kinda DPS. You can go with. You can also run them as DPS also and sub DPS also and support. They can run both on which. Okay. So now as for Noel, Noel of course without a doubt she is a shielded and tanker, but she also heals. But I don't think her as a DPS much of a case. It is my personal opinion. Don't get offended, guys. So next is Ningguang. Ningguang I have to go with DPS, man. She's a DPS character, that is for sure. I've never used personally, but she also act as a sub DPS. Remember, she also act as a sub DPS and DPS both. We can run with her, and sometimes she can also act as a support. Okay, that is also one of the case. And where is a Zhongli, man? He's completely on. He's a simply a shielder, but if I have to say he's his own class, man. You can
I
run
really
him
want
in
to
every team
travel.
composition. Doesn't matter
I'm
which
willing
team
to wear
composition you're
whatever,
running.
as
You
long
can
as
run
I
him all.
have my friends with me.
Um, Same goes for him. He's a DPS character. Doesn't matter. No, let's go with another one. Where is Yunjin? Yunjin is a without a doubt support. He's a support without a doubt. He's a support character. And then of course our Rito boy, that is complete DPS. And of course Goro act as a both healer. Why you thought is coming, man? Okay, Goro act as a both healer and support character, but he required a constellation. He required C6, I think. At C6 or C4, he heals your entire team also to a certain range. So who's our next Geo character? Mhm. That is the next Geo one. Navia, man. Of course, she's also a DPS, but I will say she having her own class, man. She scales does not only scales on attack, she scales overall. You can boost her with a team composition, so she's her own class.
Oh,
Mm, then where is Chiori? Okay, I will say Chiori is also her own class, man. She scales both an attack and DPS, and does not only she does that. You can go with other team composition, like placing her first in your team composition, then switching with. She can useful in exploration. It is useful in a team composition like using plunging attack, switch between party members frequently. It is pretty much super. But one thing I will recommend, if you are an early player, you want to go for a Geo character, I will recommend no, don't go for that. Kachina is pretty much okay. I said I won't talk about that, but still, I will tell you. Kachina, according to me, Kachina doesn't much offer DPS characters. She is sub DPS. Ziloran is both support and shielder and tank character. She does have support. I will say she mostly like act as a support. So yeah.
Do love Spina de Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother.
I've
Even
been
the
missing
cell
some
shaped like a
characters.
heart.
I think I am missing someone. I am missing someone. I think so. Who am I missing, man? Or Casca? Nope, 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 nope. I don't think I missed anyone else. This is all Geo Cactus, right? Oh, I don't have only Zilodon and Albedo. Most probably, I have all of them. Hmm, I think that's all. Yeah, that's it. We doesn't have much of a Geo character. So if you have now get to the last part of the video, that is, guys, go on to ldshop.gg, or you can simply go for ldshop, and I will show you ldshop.gg. You can directly go on with, or you can download the application, mobile application that it is. Go on with, click on ldshop.gg, and there it is, guys. You can get an up to 12% off discount on LD Shop. Let's log in, and you can get 12% discount on most of the games which is available here. Let's go with the Genshin Impact. It also have every battle pass, everything, guys, not just one or two things. It does have everything. So we will go with Genshin Impact. You can see the discount numbers. It does have a lot. You can go with all-in-one bundles most probably, but most popular, of course, all-in-one bundle and the Blessing of the Welkin Moon. Also, you can go with the current version, current phase, current gacha pool. You can go with that one. It's lot, man. It helps a lot. This one. This is most probably for those guys who are low spender in the game. You can go with pass. If you are but I recommend you can go with the amount of currency you want to go with. Actually, sometimes dollar might be a little bit too high in your country according to your country, so it is recommendation for me. You can switch with other
Really
currencies
want to
too,
go
so
traveling?
whichever
I don't mind
perfectly
wherever
fits
you
for
go,
your own.
as long as I have my friends with me.
So that's all, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, of course share with your friends. So that's all from my side, and let's wrap up our stream here. Sorry, I'm not doing the currently stream. I'm doing video. Okay, let's wrap up our video here, guys, and see you on the next part of the part three, where we're gonna discuss both Dendro characters and both the Anemo characters. But I'm not gonna much speak about Dendro characters on that part, third part, because we have already discussed about the Dendro characters on my very long back videos. So we're gonna not discuss about much of Dendro characters in there, but we're gonna discuss about Anemo characters there.
I do
So
love
wait for the
Spina de
part three.
Rosula's
So
logo.
yeah.
It was designed
See
by
ya.
my
Take care
mother.
of yourself, guys,
Even the
and
cell
zip
shaped
nada.
like a